Welcome everyone, back in Star Citizen. I'm thinking about playing a different game at some point, but considering there's nobody out there, I don't know what I might play. I have Baldur's Gate 3 that I can play. I've got some other stuff that I can do. I have my Zero the Hero that I can play. In Star Citizen, there's Icarus. I'm thinking about maybe doing Icarus. Haven't played that in a while. I really only barely started that game before I started really getting into this game. Again, I should say. I actually really enjoy this game. There's a lot of controversy behind it. Everybody thinks that it's a scam, that it'll never be open. It'll never actually become a game. There's been several different things that have been said about it.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected.
I think maybe I'll start out doing some bunker missions. Or they have no armor or weapons over here at Everest Harbor, so maybe go do that. I also need to go down to what you call it, get myself some weapons too, some maybe get some attritions to load up my to do a loadout on my ship here. I actually really the difference with it's a little bit more expensive, but I think you get to do a whole lot more all-around work with it than any of the other starters. The let's see, the base starters are the actually got used to be like what I would consider the ship if you were just getting the base ships to store, ships to do missions for. Sorry, starter ships. I'm trying to think and getting all tongue-tied to and trying to do two things at once. Brain's not really used to it. But the Aurora is the what I would have considered to be the base starter ship for you to buy up until this patch, because the Mustang, you had very little that you could do because you had no real easy access to using any of the cargo. Any of the cargo capacity for it. So like take the delivery missions, which I consider the best base for starting out when you're brand new. To the Star Citizen, because it helps you work you through flying and navigating, as well as they're pretty safe missions to do. There's less of a learning curve on how to fly your ships, or trying to get the FPS down aspect of this game, where the and the Mustang you just couldn't really do it with, but now you could actually drop down the cargo box for... You used to be able to drop down the cargo box on the Mustang before, but you had no way of really accessing it. It would just drop like a block down visually, but not give you any type of way of using it at all. Now they've actually have it as a storage box that you could drop down, and while you drop down this storage box, you can open up the doors and go in, access the internal storage of the ship. I might actually bring it out again a little bit. Access the internal storage of the ship, which you used to not really be able to do either, and put delivery boxes and stuff like that in there as well. Okay, so this one has guns all around. Where are you, my gate? Here we are. Okay, so here's the door. Let me take a look. Get myself a nice... right here, might be the best. Now, one of the cool things about doing missions like this, and actually you could do this in delivery missions also, you could do quite a bit of looting. The atmosphere I think is okay here, so let me do that. Now you have access to a pretty decent size little holding area here. You could fit some of the hover bikes, so you could fit the PTV buggy. Now, one of the things I like to do is I do naked bunker missions. Basically run in naked. Hand to hand kill a bunch of bad guys. And then loot. Get myself a nice set of heavy armor or medium armor, depending on what bad guys we have. only downside is you can't see. Okay, so this guy right here, he's a good guy. This guy here, he's a bad guy. Good. Stomp him.
It's on now.
Is it 30k? There's like a 30k's happening. So I'll just sit here and just beat the crap out of this guy. So a 30k is basically when the server crashes. And it looks like our server's about to crash. There it goes. Okay, well, let's go through and unfortunately what it forces us to do, because you can't go back in, you have to literally go out of the game, reload the game, because it'll keep trying to put you into the server that crashed. Right now, it's been a bug for this patch. One of the benefits of getting all the extra people added to it, because it used to be we were only allowed to have 50 people per server. Now there's 75 to 100. We ended up getting this issue, unfortunately, where it just kind of grabs you, holds on to you, and doesn't let you get away. So, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? So, just streaming to myself. It's not that bad. For best case scenario, I'll get a couple people to watch this as I just post to YouTube. With any luck, we'll get some people. But now, I'm naked and running through Everest Harbor. Hopefully, brought my ship back. Whew. Yeah. It's a little bit better, but the most dangerous enemy of Star Citizen is the elevators. So beware of the elevators.
Bye.
Now, one of the things you could do, right now what's going on is something called Jump Town.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Which is kind of cool. Hangar 7. I'll give you a little tip. If you're curious, like say you backed away from the terminal too quick, or you did something and you forgot where your hangar was, you can actually look around and you'll actually get a tag for your ship, and I'll tell you. See how it says Aegis Avenger Titan, Hangar 7? That's the easy way of figuring that out and getting that done. To help you out real quick. Also, whenever you leave your ship, shut off the engines, leave everything else on, just shut off the engines, because it helps out so that you won't show up to the hangar or basically leave wherever you're at and find out that your ship decided to go fly away. So currently on this one, looks like this one's maxed out at 103. There's 100 people in it right now. I'll tell you right there. I'm gonna go to contracts. Always, when you start the contract, do call to arms no matter what things you're doing, because it actually makes life a whole lot easier, because you'll always get there's a very good chance you'll run into a pirate or somebody.
You are clear to launch.
And just in things that you're doing, and you'll actually get money for attacking. Are you tracking? Looks like not. Okay.
Thank you, and please visit again.
So you can go into your accepted, make sure that the message that you're doing is being tracked. This way you can abandon it if something goes wrong. Like what sometimes happens with the bunker missions that we're doing. The elevator will decide not to work, or one of the people that you're sent there to kill just don't show. So you'll be at like 9 out of 10
Please proceed to
the entire time and not be able to get any others. You'll never be able to finish it. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Hey, we're dropping down in daylight, I think. Maybe not. Oh, we are. Sweet. Basically, anytime that you quantum jump to a planet-side thing, you're gonna be about, like, right around 20 kilometers out. 20, 25. And you basically have to fly the rest of the way in. Always keep an eye on your altimeter. Unfortunately, a couple of areas the altimeter doesn't really work too well. and it just keeps going up, so you won't be able to tell how high you actually are. And if you look at your throttle, there's actually the box. The box is your level, your throttle level. It's a stopping point. The higher the box is, the more thrust you can do. If you stay within that blue area, that is your most maneuverable area. So you'll be able to maneuver pretty decently. Drop my landing gear. Okay, start my opening. Yeah. And shut off your engines. Don't power everything down because it'll keep your shields up, which will actually help you out quite a bit. And being that we're on Hurston, we have air again, like I was saying earlier. So I can just run out. Probably should have done a little more further, I think. The only downside to doing this is you don't have a HUD, so you can't see how the mission's progressing. Looks like we got somebody there.
Changing cover!
I think I'll be able to do this real quick. If you double click on the undersuit,
Over here!
you can actually drag bot. That maybe I can go and pick up this stuff later. If there's more than one bad guy, just knock him out, and then you can go back and take him out later. But you don't want to try and do that. Ooh. Like I might be able to get some nice Hurston armor. And there's one bad guy left. Okay. Couple of red boxes. which are nice. That's where you get your weapons. Sometimes other stuff. Oh, a civilian? Interesting. Let's quickly just look around, see if I can find some boxes. If I can find a gray box that has a multi-tool and a tractor beam, that'll make life a whole lot easier for collecting some armor. There we go. Let's see what we got in here. We got a multi-tool. We've got some med guns. Not exactly what I want. We have the multi-tool, so now I just need to find a tractor attachment. Okay. Tractor attachment. Nope, we have medical attachments. And another multi-tool. I have room to carry any of that. Well, actually, there's another red one, so let's do this. We'll go here. Loot these red containers. I'm not a shotgun guy, but I do like that sniper rifle. So that makes this a whole lot easier. I can actually load up quite a bit more stuff. Grab the handguns that I would have to leave. Actually, I can probably just take one of them. And level. Okay. Okay. So nothing really in these. And nothing. Grab that one too. A lot of these scopes. You're not really going to get these scopes anywhere else. Okay, shotgun, shotgun. Grab that. Submachine guns, pretty decent. We have gray box, gray box, gray box, gray box. Oh, looks like he's already disappeared. These boxes you find med tools, a lot of med stuff. Med pens and stuff like that. Okay. Did I lose my ability to get the... Yes, it looks like I did. Oh well. you'll be not noticed as a disguise. Like if you're wearing Nine-Tail armor, there you get a little bit of extra time that they won't try to shoot you. Or if you're wearing Hurston security armor, you know, you don't have to worry about being shot by Hurston security or anything like that. They seem to just kind of know who you are. So well. Now, one of the things you could do is when you loot all this stuff, you can actually gain quite a bit of a benefit, because you could sell this stuff in the shops. Yeah, looks like I just got medium armor. I didn't even get any of the heavy armor. That was silly of me. Oh well. And it was a pretty light. Fishing expedition, if you would. One of the things you could do, because I don't have a transfer all button just yet, and you actually have to take off piece by piece by piece. You can go into your thing and select a different item, and it'll keep the box clear for you to choose, for you to be able to slide stuff over and not have to worry about making room. Well, we did that, so let's assist in defending. Now, these two are kind of the same. The difference between these two is this one is already taken over, so you get a little bit more reputation for it. The downside is armor and undersuits and weapons to build up a stockpile for yourself, then do the 15,000 ones, because the guns shouldn't target you and you'll be a whole lot better off. Sometimes, though. Yeah. We'll just do that. Assist defending a site. Up we go. Then you need to get out of atmosphere to be able to do any type of jumps. Am I going back to where I was just a second ago? Let's find out. Let's see why we're not track. Oh, well, why are we not tracking? Accepted. So we are going to Tamar. It's only the sickest time it's ever happened to me. That literally, the place I left, it's place I need to be. There we go. They'll actually have it'll show up as red if it's one of the pirates, or if it's a player that has a bounty or something like that, with a criminal bounty. So just FYI for anybody that doesn't know. Okay, we're out of atmosphere. Let's take a quick look around. Maybe head to should I go to Warville while I'm here? Yeah, let's do that. Warville is the main city of Hurston, of the Hurston area. The Crusader area, the main city is Orson. New Babbage for Microtech. Area 18, and I think is the most difficult to locate the spaceport, the landing zone, at night.
Thank. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Orison is the most pain in the butt just to get out of, because it takes forever to get off, but it's on a gas giant. Lorville has these holographic signs that scream has the spaceport out at you, so it's pretty easy to locate where the spaceport is for here. Although this is probably one of the more difficult places to land because, well, the landing zone is kind of tiny, and you have to drop in from above.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant
Again,
day.
always turn off your engines. Now, one of the things you could do
You are clear to launch.
is whenever you land at a place, I'm tempted to just to do it here, but I might just leave it on here to yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it on the ship. In order to Everest Harbor. It's better to be at Everest Harbor than to have to go down to Planet every time, because it's easier just to sit yourself out. Now, Lorville is one of two places that have a shipyard. Area 18 is the other one. One of the benefits of New Deal is this. You could actually run down here and tour the ships. So right here is the Mustang Beta, Constellation Phoenix, the M50, the 85X. I actually usually buy this to use as a basically a shuttle runner. You can actually have a passenger in this. So prior to this patch, I think maybe last patch, if you hooked up to the orbital station of a planet, it counted as the same. So if you were carrying cargo, right, and say a C2 Hercules, Starlifter C2 Hercules, you could actually park it at the orbital station, come down in a small little light fighter like this, and be able to sell your goods. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work like that now. But one of the benefits of one of these ships is you could actually use it to get you and a friend off of Orison relatively quickly. Right now, it's a lot more difficult. Because it takes forever to get off, so you really need a quick ship. And that is probably the quickest ship that you can bring somebody else up with you.
Hey, welcome to the New Deal.
And this ship
Take a wander and see what
is
we got.
basically an ATM machine. It is a prospector. Use this for mining. A lot of people use it to mine quant, either off of planets or off of asteroids. And you take this to the refinery, get it refined, and it's an easy way of making upwards of 500,000 Alpha UEC in an hour, depending on how lucky you are at finding good quant asteroids or rocks. Here is the Aurora. I actually have one of these. This is one of the starter ships. This is the base starter ship, I believe. The ES. This is the LX. This is the luxury version. It's got a leather seat. That's basically it. But again, like I said, this is one of the benefits of New Deal in comparison to Area 18 Astro Armada.
Let me take a look around.
You can actually take a look at the ships. A couple of ships that are here. Again, the M50. If it's just you that you're trying to get on and off of a planet, this or the Razor are probably your best bet. They're the fastest ships in the game.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Stormer Titan. And let's go pick up some weapons, shall we? Now, interesting thing about Lorville, well, I should say Lorville in general, but Hurston Corporation as a whole, they're kind of the I guess you could say Walmart of the area. Let's go to business. Central Business District. You see how everything looks here? It's kind of run down. Trash.
Hurston Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
Hurston actually doesn't, as a company, they are, I guess, very classist.
Now arriving. Stand by and let
Literally,
disembark before boarding.
Hurston, the Hurston family, and anybody in their inner circle, are taken care of. Anybody else, yeah, they're trash.
Trespassing or attempting
So all their workers, everybody on this planet is
dangerous.
pretty much garbage. The working conditions for
Central Station.
those in Hurston are poor, to say the best. But now we're heading to the Central Business District. This is where the upper echelon of people are. You see a vast difference between the two. And here we are at the Central Business District. Marble floors, marble seating, giant gold statues of Old Man Hurston. If you are bringing any commodities here, this is where you're going to go also, is the Central Business District. And you'd actually head over to here. Transfers. And then there's where you'll find your stuff. Me, I'm heading to HD Showcase to buy me a couple of weapons. Two size 3s and a size 4. And check out this attrition. That's a size 6. There it goes. Okay. Attrition 3 repeater. Buy 2 of those. And attrition 4. Okay. Now when you're upgrading your ship, I probably should do what you call it. You can go to this little airplane looking icon. Select your ship. Probably go somewhere and upgrade the shields, but I can do that another time. Let's mostly just do this. Okay, size 3 repeater. Size 4 repeater. Now the benefit of repeaters, of these repeaters I should say, is that they are what you call it? They are laser repeaters, which means they run off the power thing, so you're not going to run out of ammo in comparison to a ballistic. Now, what I just did is I got rid of the gimbals and put fixed weapons. I get a higher level of weapon. But I'm not going to have as much kind of auto correct in my aiming. When you start out, you'll actually see a dotted circle fire and shoot them. Where with fixed weapons like I have now, there's no auto correction. But with a ship like the Titan, which is pretty nimble on its own, you can actually auto correct yourself and be able to handle.
Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
Where ships like, say, the Cutlass. The Cutlass is a good ship, but it's not really the most nimble of ships. So, unless you're a really good pilot with it, it might be better for you to it might be better for you guys to have I didn't realize I was doing this whole entire thing on my AFK screen. Yeah, I need to get used to this whole streaming thing. Well, good news is I didn't let anybody down. Oh. I'll probably just